what would you say has been the most challenging aspect of being a professional athlete, and what has been the aspect that you've enjoyed the most about being a professional athlete?
Yeah, I mean, the first one, I'm gonna definitely say the biggest thing as a professional athlete getting used to is just the way of life. You're in a public eye. As a college athlete, you feel like you are, but not everything about you is public. What we make every
Oh yeah, we
year
know
is public.
everything you get. Yeah, it's kind of
Everything
crazy,
about me is
man.
public.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being able to live in the public eye, but also being able to still live a regular life is really hard. And I'm a punter, so I have a lot different perspective than Kenny does, than Najee does, than Landon does, or whoever else, Minka, whoever. Everybody, depending on what role you play on a team, honestly, is going to depend on how public you are. If you go out, how bombarded you're going to get. But like that was, like I said earlier, with that lady and her son realizing who I was and stuff. I gotta kind of always have my, always gotta have my eyes in the back of my head. Gotta watch your six a little bit, because not everybody's always gonna have the best intentions for you in a city. Like, and that's one thing that all of us try to take into consideration. And sometimes people might feel some type of way about that. If we don't really want to sign this right here, sometimes we just don't want to get caught up into that because we don't know number one who we're around, especially if we're by ourselves or with like one other person, because things happen so fast. I mean, like I don't even remember who it was, but I think it was a team for the Giants. They just had two people get robbed, like not too long.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like they had two players get
The
robbed.
Browns did. The Browns,
they had a night. Yeah, like it's a normal day in Pittsburgh, and I just go out somewhere one night having fun, and just me and my boys, and the next thing you know, something like that happens, and you can't think the same way as a normal person because I can't get into an altercation with you. Yeah. If I do, I lose my job. 9 times out of 10, I'll rip these days.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to tell my girl that too sometimes. Like, we love going to Coopterville. That's our spot.
Shout
like,
out to Coopterville, bro. That's a vibe down there.
Yeah. That's the spot, man. I love that spot. Every single time we go, we always have a good time there. And, one thing I really told myself when I first got into the league, I stayed here by myself my rookie year too. She was still in school. So I didn't really go out like that. But I really didn't do it because I never want to get into something with a fan while they're drunk at a bar. And the next thing you know, I'm in something.
That is also real. Yes.
Like that. It's the real life stuff that sometimes fans don't take into account. Like if I get bombarded in public, first of all, I'm gonna take a little step back. Just try to figure out the scenario, situation, and I try to be as cordial as possible. Like I don't like saying no already, anyways. So if I don't want to do something in public, it's probably for a reason. I'm not a guy that's just gonna be like I'm selfless. I don't care about you. It's about me. I'm not like that. But everything I do, I put somebody else before I put myself first. So being able to go around the city and not have issues like that, and I'm gonna knock on wood, but being able to be in a city to where you are felt love, and this place is different because if we were in LA or something like that, it's completely different than it is in Pittsburgh. Just about everybody in this city knows about the team, knows everything about it, watches it every single Sunday, or they're in the stadium. So it's like the community here is tight, but I know a lot of places don't have it like that, especially bigger cities. So I am thankful for that.